This is a Lab 3 demo. The goal of this assignment was to build a stock portfolio manager that can collect, store, and pre-process stock price data. This diagram shows the overall flow of the stock portfolio manager. The end user interacts with the program through main.py, which is the entry point. From there, the user can create and manage portfolios using portfolio.py. Stocks can be added or removed from a portfolio using the stocks.py. When fetching data, the prices.py connects to Yahoo Finance, downloads daily price data, and prepares it for storage. The downloaded data is then cleaned by preprocessing.py, which calculates metrics like returns, averages, etc. All of this information is stored in a MySQL database. The init.py file, which is the database initialization file, is responsible for creating and initializing the database tables. The database config file provides the database connection settings so that every file can connect in a consistent way. Finally, the phpMyAdmin is used as a visual tool to browse the database and confirm that portfolio stocks and any other information is stored correctly. The program starts with the entry file main.py. After you run it, you land on the main menu. Over here, there are four main features plus an exit option. Let's begin with the first selection, which is a portfolio manager. This is where we can add a brand new portfolio or list all the existing portfolio that are already there. Selecting option 1, let's give the portfolio a name, test 22. It would say your portfolio has been created. If we see list portfolios option, we can see that the portfolio name test 22 has been created, and it also has an ID which is ID 6. Going back to the main menu, the stock manager option over here, we can add stocks in a portfolio, we can remove stock from a portfolio, or see all the stocks in the portfolio. So let's see if there are any stocks in the portfolio that we just added. It would ask for the ID, which is 6. Since there were no stocks in the portfolio we just created, it would say no stocks in this portfolio. To add a stock, let's see, it would ask for the stock symbol. In this case, if we pick Chevron, which is CVX, it would say stock added successfully. Similarly, to remove a stock, we can select the remove option, and by entering the portfolio ID, it would select the portfolio and ask you for the stock symbol that needs to be removed. Going back. Now, we just added a stock to a portfolio. In order to add its prices and everything, we need to select the third option and then select the date range that we need to add the prices for June 17, 2025 till June, let's say 30th, 2025. After entering the start and the end date, the program goes out to Yahoo Finance to grab the daily prices. It cleans up the data and adds it to the database. Now, if we want to see the added data, let's say for Chevron, between 2025 06 and 2025 06. Here we can see all the data that we just added. It includes values like open, high, low, close for that particular date, which is 17th to 30th. And of course, The option 0 simply exits the program. This is PHP the web interface for managing the SQL database. Here I can browse the tables that the programs created, such as portfolio stocks, and stock prices. It gives a quick way to verify that the portfolios have been created, the stocks are being added, and so on. Instead of writing SQL every time, we can just use PHP to see the structure and the data rows in a simple way. Now that we've seen the program in action, let's go through the code files one by one. So there are a bunch of different files that function together. This is the main Python file, the entry point for the code. This is the database initialization file, which creates all the tables that we need. The next is the database configuration file, which has all the database settings or the login details that the code needs. The stock file is used to add stock, remove stock from a portfolio, and so on. The prices file is where the prices are fetched from Yahoo for a particular stock. The pre-processing file does the pre-processing when the data is received from Yahoo Finance before entering it into the database. The portfolio file, it is the one that manages the different portfolios in the database, and we can create a new portfolio or remove an existing portfolio using this.
Hi, my name is Dave. I'm part of the ADS team, and I will be walking you through my contribution for the Lab 3 assignment, specifically the data preprocessing pipeline. So let me show you the code. So here is the preprocessing.py file. So this module is responsible for preparing the stock price data that is collected. Let me quickly explain what each part does. So the main function, that is preprocessed stock data, it takes in a data frame with columns for each stock's symbol, date, open, high, low, close, and volume. For the first thing that we do is handling missing values. Though, so the fir- so we do this because financial data can have gaps due to market holidays or uh, reporting issues. So all price columns like open, high, low, and close are forward filled and then backward filled to plug in any remaining gaps at the start of the series. Missing volumes that are left, so the values are set to zero and cast as integers. Then we perform timestamp normalization. So here we make sure that the date column is in proper pandas datetime format. So this is very important because for any kind of time series analysis or ruling calculation, we need datetime format. Then we perform sorting. So here we sort the rows by stock symbol and date so that our features like returns and moving averages are always computed in the correct sequence for each ticker. Then we perform daily return calculations. This is done for feature engineering. So basically, we calculate the daily percent return for each symbol, that is each stock, using the percent change in the closing price. So we also calculate the daily log returns. This is a common transformation used in financial modeling. Then we see the rolling window matrices. So this helps with the trend detection. So we compute rolling window averages for both close price and volume. So here we calculate 5-day and 20-day moving averages. So these rolling matrices are valuable features in both research and practical trading strategies. Then uh, we perform volatility calculations. So here, finally, at the end, we add a daily price volatility feature, which is the percent difference between a high and low price as a fraction of the open price. This gives us a basic idea of how much the stock moved each day. Then let's move to the prices.py. So here I will show you how the pre-processing pipeline works. So here, basically, we first use the import the function preprocessed stock data from our preprocessing.py file, and I will show where it is being used. Yeah, as you can see. So here, after we fetch raw stock price data from Yahoo Finance, we immediately call the function preprocessed stock data. This ensures that every time we download a new stock data for a particular portfolio, it's automatically cleaned and enriched with features before it gets stored in our database.
This is Shivani from Team ADS. So I would explain how I contributed to this assignment. So I have typically worked on the old approach. The old approach included like two separate files. One is this fetch stock data. So yeah. So the main work is building the data pipeline that connects to Yahoo's Finance with the, the data set, basically with MySQL, and writing the scripts to manage the portfolios and stuff. So the first of half of the code is setting up the connection to the MySQL database. I use the MySQL connector library to connect Python with MySQL and provided the host name, username, password, and database name as you can see in the code. This connection allows us to send the queries directly from Python and store the financial data in the structured way, basically. I have also basically physically created the tables in the MySQL terminal, um, which was the old idea, and we automated it in the new approach that will be explained by my other team members. In the next part of the code, I have created a table called stock prices. Uh, if it doesn't exist, it'll basically create it, but I have created it manually as well. It consists of like stock symbols, date, open prices, close prices, highs, lows, and trading volumes. I have also set a primary key on the combination of symbol and data. This particularly prevents duplicate records from the same stocks on the same day. I have used the Y-Finance library to download the historical stock prices. I have fetched data like from for like Apple, Microsoft, and Google from January 2023 to September 2023. Basically, I have given it a timeline, and then for inserting the data. So after doing this, after fetching the data, I have looped it to the each row and inserted the values into the database for every stock symbol and trading date. The open, close, high, low, and volumes are stored in the stock prices uh, table. And then, yeah, I have basically done that in this part of the code. And then in the portfolio manager, what I have done is I have added the functions for adding adding data. So basically, the function add portfolio inserts new portfolio into the portfolios table, and then adding stock, a function links the stock symbols to the portfolio. Before adding it, it validates the symbol through Yahoo Finance database, basically the website, and ensures that everything is real and correct. Or I'm trying to handle like missing values. Then removing the stocks function basically lets you remove the stock from the given portfolio by specifying the ID and the symbol. And then finally, show portfolio function lists all the portfolios and stocks inside them. I have also included like this sample usage kind of thing. So here I have created a portfolio called Tech Portfolio, and then have added Apple and Microsoft data, uh, basically the stocks into it. And then I have removed the Microsoft ones. And yeah, I have also, so these are the results that I have uploaded in the reports file. You can see them. This is inserting, so this is the result for inserting the portfolio basically. And then for adding the stock price, see, I have added the Apple stock symbol here. And then this is the tech portfolio, the example portfolio that I have created. But as we were doing it manually, like we were basically manually creating tables and then inserting, deleting all the data. So we changed the approach, and my other team members worked on it.